What it do, people? It's your boy LeveledHead, back with another video. Got my partner Mr. Frosty, and this is our E3 review. We'll be reviewing all three conferences, and well, all two conferences and the direct from Nintendo, all in this one video. You do not have to wait to see what I think about anything in another video. It's going to be done all right now because Spurs and Heat are on tonight, and my boys, the Heat, got to pull this out. I got to give them my undivided attention. Two, I just got off work, kind of sleepy, and I'm finna go chillax. You know what I'm saying? So, people on Twitter been asking me what my thoughts is. I told them I'm going to make a video on it. You know what I'm saying? I put some initial tweets up. That boy Active Gamer hit me up about his video, went and checked it out, asked him some questions. Pretty much got what he felt. Checked out Shokio. I pretty much already had my thoughts and my feelings. Checked out Black Baron. You know, Mr. L Live. Me and him got it going back and forth on Twitter. So this is my thoughts, and I'm going to do it like this. Let me explain. I'm going to give 2-letter grades. Then I'm going to combine those grades and give one total grade. The 2-letter grades will be, one will be for content, meaning games shown, quality of the game, you know, how they look graphically, you know what I'm saying, how they appeal to me as a gamer. And this is my opinion, so I'm not expecting y'all to feel the exact same way. And then I'm going to give a grade for message. Did they say what I feel as a gamer they needed to say? Did they relay the message that would provoke me to go out and purchase their console, their system? You know, so I'm going to give those two grades, and I'm going to combine them for one solid grade of the whole conference and direct. All right, so let's get it in. And I will not be spending a lot of time going down the line on each game that was shown verbatim. I'm not going to do that. I'm pretty much not even going to deal with what game was shown, but how I felt about what was shown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned about what was shown, but how I felt about what was shown. All right, so let's go. Microsoft, content-wise, I would give Microsoft a B. I would give Microsoft a B because I felt like the games that they showed, were good looking. Too many first-person shooters, so they don't appeal to me as a gamer because I don't like first-person shooters. But as far as just eye appeal, when I look at the game, does it, you know what I'm saying, does it look good to me? Yes, it did. Did it look next gen? Some of the titles did. Not all the titles, and everything wasn't impressive. But for the most part, Microsoft had a very great looking presentation as far as what they were showing. The games they were showing, I think Killer Instinct was a let me down, you know what I'm saying? It was a letdown for real. I mean, I wasn't looking for Street Fighters with Killer Instinct characters in it. I want Killer Instinct. I want Combo Breaker. That's what I want. And that didn't look like Killer Instinct. It looked like Street Fighters. It looked like Ryu was fighting a werewolf. That's what it looked like. And, you know, it just happened to look like one of the Killer Instinct characters, but he sounded like Ryu. He fought and played like it. Just no. So anyway, a B for content. Message F. Total fail. And this is why. $4.99. That's one. Let's say it again. $4.99 US dollars. That means overseas it's gonna cost more than that. Maybe $75, $80 over that. They gonna have to pay. In some places, probably $100 more than that. $4.99. With all the confusion and all the negativity surrounding this system, you come on stage, you do not clarify nothing. You do not reassure your fans. And I'm not a Microsoft fan. I own the 360, but like I said before, I'm not going to own all three anymore. I've learned my lessons with that. So Microsoft was trying to win my purchase from Sony because I already got the Wii U, baby. So it's up to Sony and Microsoft to get me to buy one or the other. And with all the confusion surrounding Microsoft and DRM and no use games and mandatory check-ins and the stuff about spying on you, which that is legit, people. Don't fool yourself. It's legit. That's legit. That camera and the voice recognition and that stuff is really going on. You better keep up and get your mind out your butts and know that they really doing this type of stuff. And that would not find, it was never coming in my home once I saw what they was trying to do, and they kind of said what they were trying to do from that angle with the Connect. So it was never coming into my house. You ain't listening to me and you ain't recording me unbeknownst to me. So yeah, it wasn't coming into the home. But to not clarify none of that and then charge $4.99, failed. So I give them in totality a C minus. You know what I'm saying? I could have dropped it down to a D plus, but I give them a C minus. The content look good. It's gonna duke some people, but the $4.99 is going to put Microsoft right along in that category that the PS3 was, not getting sold because it's overpriced. Bottom line, Sony, content wise, C plus. I don't think what Sony showed was up there. Actually, I'm gonna say, yeah, I said C plus. It wasn't up there with Microsoft, in my opinion. I don't think Sony showed anything that rivaled what Microsoft showed far as content. To me, Sony kind of left you wanting. They showed some nostalgia games like, you know what I'm saying, Kingdom Hearts 3, which is coming to Microsoft, now we find out. They showed Final Fantasy, that looked good. But for the most part, to me, Sony's, the content was missing. When you see something like Last of Us, which from a visual standpoint is really showing that this next generation seemingly is rushed, in my opinion, because Last of Us looks really, really, really good. Now, the content of the game ain't drawing me in, but how it looks, you know what I'm saying, it rivaled a lot of what was shown that was supposed to be next gen. You see what I'm saying? So, Sony really didn't, far as that go, didn't really impress me with what they were showing. So I gave them about a C plus. Some of the things was good, but for the most part, it was kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. Microsoft's was even boring, but some of those games were impressive looking. But I'm pretty sure they're going to find their way, or they coming to, you know what I'm saying, the Sony brand as well, because I'm pretty sure a lot of those games were multi-plat. So Sony will get them, but far as what Sony showed at the press conference and the glitching, it glitched on Assassin's Creed game, it glitched on Destiny. That was a lot of glitching, you know what I'm saying? So I got to take it down a notch, and I had to take Microsoft down because of the sound, So yeah, I gave them a C plus on content shown, but I gave them a B on message because they came and just tied Microsoft. Oh my God, that was ownage at its best. You don't get no higher than that. Everything Microsoft said, Sony countered it with, we ain't gonna make you check in, we ain't gonna have this, we not going to, you'll be able to share your games with everybody, you won't, there's a lot. Oh my God, they just did it. They did it with the message. But then I had to knock them because they tried to slide in there, unnoticed, about the mandatory online. You gotta pay for online to play multiplayer. Now they charge you for that. They tried to sneak that in without you noticing that, with all that hype. They tried to sneak it in, so I took them down to a B. I could have gave them a B plus or A minus, but I gave them a B. So overall for Sony, I would say about a B minus. The message was exactly what they needed to do. They needed to show that they are for gamers, and you can trade your games, you can lend them to a friend. You don't have to worry about mandatory check-ins and all this stuff and everything like that. They said that, they sold it. Perfect message. Pricing was decent, $3.99. So totality, I give them a B minus. They did what they needed to do. They won me already. But I would, if I was not sold, that would have sold me. All right, so let's get to Nintendo. Content. I give Nintendo a B plus. Everything that they showed was appealing to me as a gamer. These are the type of games I like. I like platformers. I like games that I can enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That puzzle solving. You know what I'm saying? Collecting things. You know, open world. You know what I'm saying? They showed what you would want for as a Nintendo fan. Super Smash Bros. Mega Man. Epic. Yeah, that was big. I knew who it was as soon as they showed him. I knew who it was by the hair because I remember other games where he didn't have his helmet on. I knew the design of that hair. Oh, that was Mega Man. Then when the helmet came on and it lit up and then the eyes, oh, yeah, that was raw how they introduced him to everybody to the game of Smash Bros. All right, so that was epic. Mario Kart. Oh, I didn't even know that was real in-game footage. I thought that was CGI. I'm not going to even lie. I thought that was just a video, and then it was going to change over into the actual game. But that was the actual game. That looked good. Mario. Mario was a letdown for me. Not because it don't look good, it don't look fun. I look forward to playing it. But that was not the Mario that I was looking for. I'm looking for the N64, Mario 64, that Mario Galaxy, that Mario, that adventure, that epicness. 3D Land, that's cool for the 3DS and the handheld, and I'm not gonna knock because the more I look at it, the more it looks appealing to me. But my initial take, this was my initial take, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, no, this is not what I was looking for. It looked good, but this ain't what I'm looking for. So, Donkey Kong. I didn't even know that was the Retro's game. Man, Mr. L Live 08 had to let me know that was Retro's game. I was not accepting this. Donkey Kong looked good, people. But I would not have chose this for the game that Retro has been working on, that we've been all spectating and wondering and pondering on what they're coming with. I would not have at any time thought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, whatever it's called, would be the game. This the game. And I'm going to go into detail in another video, but this is just my initial take, and I just want y'all to know how I felt. I was disappointed, not because the game was bad. It was good. It's just not what I was looking for. Monolith, oh my God. I'm not an RPG fan, but I think I'm going to have to step into and figure out some RPG because that looks good. That, to me, that grabbed me. Bayonetta, that grabbed me. It was something different from what Nintendo had been showing. Wonderful 101, the extra footage that they showed is a first day sell for me, but I don't think they should have spent so much time on it. And some of the other stuff they showed, you know. But for the most part, content B plus. Message, I'm going to give them a C minus, and it goes along with what I'm saying. I've been preaching, I've been putting out there, you know what I'm saying, that I felt like, I even said it this morning before the before they showed the direct, that I feel like Nintendo is in position to take full control of E3 and own it. You know what I'm saying? Get the minds of the gamers totally fixated on them and what they're doing. They could amaze, they could shock, depending on what they showed. To me, I would have saved Sonic. I wouldn't have showed Sonic so early. I would have waited and let us see it at the direct rather than seeing it early, and maybe showed, I don't know, Donkey Kong early. I don't know. I mean, that's me. I think Sonic had more appeal. That's just my opinion. So I feel like Nintendo just didn't slam it home. They played it safe. They kept it even till they ain't dropped none. They didn't advance none as well. You know, they didn't go up a notch in my mind. I'm pretty sure some people that was questioning buying it gonna buy it now. Some will, but for the most part, it really didn't change the position Nintendo is in. Nintendo should have, in my mind, Nintendo should have been showing the next step in Mario, not 3D Land Mario. They should have been showing another game that stood tall with Monolith's game. You know, Retro should have came out with either a Metroid Prime or a new IP that stood toe-to-toe graphically and just epic-wise with Monolith's X game. That should have been Retro's game. There should have been at least 2 games there that really showed the capability of the system. Then Mario Kart, which blew us away because I wasn't expecting that, would have been just icing on the cake. And then Smash Bros. With Mega Man would have been just icing on the cake. That instead of being the main course, those just would have been icing on the cake. And Retro and Monolith and this Mario game could have been the focus. But to me, Mario, it looked like it's going to be fun, but it's not something that I don't think anybody focusing on outside of core Nintendo fans. The Zelda game, that looked good. That looked real good. That looked real good. You know what I'm saying? Day one buy for me. So for the most part, the message, I feel like Nintendo get a C-. Content shown, I give them a B+, equaling a B-. So Microsoft C-, Sony B-, Nintendo B-. I think Nintendo and Sony kind of was on even playing fields. I think Microsoft, I could easily give Microsoft a D. I'm just showing a little sympathy, you know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts. I will go into more detail with Nintendo's direct in another video when I'm not sleeping and I got time. Your boyfriend to sign out. Let me know how you feel down in the comments section. Deuces.